Welcome to my playing of Football Manager 2017, my Wigan playthrough in the year 2033 currently. This time I'm away to Bristol Rovers. Not much has changed from the squad from last time, from the wonderful 0-0 draw at Crewe. Still not happy about that. I've moved the forward line around a bit to give different players, mainly all three of my on loan players, a run, as well as Martin Thomas at the back there. The defence is the same. Brewster's back now from injury in the midfield, and I've given Henry Wallace a start in the place of the completely and utterly dropped Herbie Kane, as I find his abilities less than optimal. That's the politest way I can think of calling him. The fact he's been playing like a complete useless muppet. And again, there's our blue. Why am I seem to be playing sides that play in blue all the time? What can we do? Alright, well, we try to be aggressive. Maybe I'll have to vary the team talks a bit more to get a better reaction out of my players. But away from home against Bristol Rovers. I'm kind of hoping with the changes to my midfield they're better at passing the ball amongst themselves. Oh, nice. Now they're starting the game as they mean to go on by fouling me in the first minute. And I didn't even get to see the free kick taken. It was obviously that good. And they're fouling me again. And it appears I have a lenient referee who's not booking them. That's the third foul. And a third warning. Yeah, guarantee the first foul I do, I'm going to get booked. Yes, I wish my left back was as good as my right back currently is. Oh. That was well played by Tyrese. Still waiting for me to do my first foul and then immediately get a booking, at which point oh, finally they booked somebody for being a lousy, horrible individual. The persistent non-stop fouling, which has been... Well, if he'd missed that I would have been upset. Good goal, Ferguson, and a good set-up, McGlade. Oh, okay, he scored against his former club. Didn't know he was playing against his former club. There again, he's a loan signing. I haven't paid that much attention to where he came from and what he's doing. And that doesn't really matter as far as I'm concerned. He's scored. It's always nice to get a player off the mark. Oh, not a great free kick, but Savage at least followed it up. Oh, it's 2-on-1 there. Don't tell me you're going to lose out 2-on-1. Good. That was actually a good ball, Whittaker. The fact that the forwards decided to stand there like statues and not actually chase it is not your fault. And that, I think, says pretty much everything there is to say about my defence. Or defence. I shouldn't really pronounce it like an American because I'm not one. Defence. Defence. That was a well taken goal, but Yeah. Is it another talking to? How many fouls is that? 9 against them? And only 1 booking? They've been hacking my players down as though they're lumberjacks and my players are trees. Nicely done, Thomas. Ooh, nice break. The ball to Ferguson, who's going to have a shot and miss. What? That's a corner? I thought you just straight up missed. And that time he straight up dived. Oh, good header, Whittaker. And you're my worst central defender, but you look better than a lot of my other players. Ooh, that was closer than I originally thought it was going to be. We're still not looking particularly impressive, I must admit, but my players don't seem especially motivated. And to be honest, the way they're playing, I'm not especially inspired. Oh, good ball. To be honest, even though it's the opposition, they deserved a goal from that setup. That was a well-worked move. I'd been unhappy to be losing, but I could look at that goal and think at least I thought it was a well done goal. Whereas I look at that one and think, oh my God, what are you doing? And it was a beautiful pass to a man in an offside position, who was completely interfering with play, but you know, forget flagging that one, ref. Of course, I fouled someone, I get a pretty much instant booking. Oh, seriously, and they're going to give me another instant booking. Oh no, I got away with. Well, it's bad enough you're beating me by a dodgy goal. Pass it to someone, don't fanny around with it. Yes, as you can tell, I'm not happy with my team. And whilst I must admit, defensively we are nothing to write home about, nothing to inspire that we're going to be solid at the back. Every time they book someone they claim I'm diving, yet the amount of times they've hacked my players down and done nothing. Well done, Dickenson, you've just equalled the club goal scoring record. And it made it look like I had an inspired substitution. And again, well played by Whittaker. He may not be the world's greatest defender, but what he does well. I just wish he could defend. And now apparently he's taking free kicks. Yeah, nicely done, Harwood, you idiot. I put you on there for a bit of inspiration, and what have you done so far? Given the ball away in a bad position. Right, now my goalkeeper's passing to the opposition. Oh, that went straight across the face of goal. Well done, Savage. Oh, Ferguson, you're going to hang around on the ball like a muppet again, aren't you? Yeah, you're starting to get in my bad books pretty early on in your career. Although that, Ferguson, may actually redeem you a little bit. Okay. Oh, Struth. You know, according to the stats, I'm actually the better side, but you wouldn't know it from the highlights. It's great. You're surrounded with 3 people and you're still allowed to pass the ball to someone who you should never have gotten near it. Yes. Oh, thank you. Savage is my left back. Well, I actually have a replacement left back who's never played for me before, but that's why I only put on 2 substitutes at half time. Was the simple fact that if there was an injury, at least I still had a spare substitution. Alright, Ferguson's going to hang on the ball too long once again. You're done, Ferguson. I may even terminate your loan. I've never got enough strikers. Oh, for how many of them is going to line up for that shot? That was all your fault, Ferguson. Yep. I may not terminate your loan, but you're going to have to wait for a while to get back into this team. The fact my defence went missing as well is equally worrying, but that was Ferguson just dallying on the ball way too long once again and getting himself into trouble. So I'll score a 4th and a 5th, what the hell. Apparently we can't do anything right this game. Even my Tottenham super kid can't pass 5 yards in front of him. Yes, the joys of this game. It does take you through the highs and lows of emotions. Unlucky little Desnos. I think I just keep calling you Tyrese. Oh, unlucky Dickenson. Even if it had been called back for being offside, it would still have been a good shot and worth doing. Oh, good. Now my replacement left back is obviously not a great taker of throw-ins. But there again, he was literally signed as I needed someone to be a backup. First saw him on transfer day deadline. He was cheap enough and he played the position. That was pretty much the criteria. Oh, he was transfer listed. That was pretty much the criteria of why he got chosen. Because the guy I originally went after was a replacement left back. Wanted way too much money. Okay, well, that drops me down to 6th. I'm not having a good run of results at the moment. I will give that one. Mr. Voice was the best player on the park. And Mr. Ferguson is going to feel my wrath, even if he did score his first ever goal for the club. He cost me that match. Savage is injured for 6 to 10 days. I can live with that. Another debut. Yes, and I was very unhappy with that performance. But that was the Bristol Rovers game. I hope you found my frustration amusing to one degree or another, and hopefully I will see you down the road.